Though behind our cold front yesterday, side temperatures only warm into the low 80s, and we'll pretty much copy and paste heading into our Saturday. Some showers possible in the morning, then some clouds, and then a little bit of sunshine as we go into the afternoon with low 80s. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Your pet called. They want to move in with us. Come see why at Dry Pond Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, where medical care, spa treatments, and cozy resort stays are all in one tail-wagging spot. Visit drypondanimal.com, where pets come to thrive.
Get ready, Lake Norman. The Green Jeans Fall Sale is back. 1 week only, September 9th through the 14th. Over 50,000 brand name bargains under one roof. Clothes, shoes, accessories for every age, size, and budget. It's big. It's local. It's once a year. Don't miss it. greenjeansale.com.
The final edition of the Scoreboard. I am your host, Joe Berg. Yes, this is the last edition of the Scoreboard. As you may or may not know, I am moving on from WSIC. So we're going to have some fun today. Joining me, as he did last week, is Patrick Reynolds.
Hey!
It's hour 3 of Joe and Pat.
Yeah,
That's
Home Ad
awesome.
Show, 9 to 11, and Scoreboard.
Speaking of Home Ad Show.
Speaking of Home Ad.
We forgot to do something on the
We
Home Ad
forgot
Show.
to do something on
So
Home
why
Ad.
don't you go ahead and get back into the Home Ad
Okay,
feel.
Home Ad.
And go ahead and end the show the way you normally do.
Unfinished business.
Unfinished business with CJ.
We jumped to sports
We
a
did
little early
we jumped.
on the Home Ad Show. Now we're going to go the scorecard from our Guess the Song today. I had nothing for any of the guesses, but the audience members did. They were on top
Apparently
of it.
they did. So let's...
Yes. CJ, what do we have for a scorecard for our Guess the Song from Home Ad?
They were on top of it today. They got 20 points.
Ooh.
15 bonus points.
Did Patrick have any?
Patrick did not have any points.
Did I have any?
Joe Berg had a couple points.
All right.
You chose the songs.
Yeah,
Whoa.
he picked the songs.
I'm not the scorekeeper.
So, let's roll through the score. We got 4 songs today.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Do you have all
that's
those?
Totally my bad. We do.
Okay. Can you?
The first song was ELO with The Last Train to London.
CJ, I'll give you bonus points if you could tell me what ELO stands for.
Electric Light Orchestra.
He's looking at it.
No, I knew that. I knew that, though. I knew that. The second song was Sheep by Mount Joy. Third song was The Strokes, You Only Live Once. And the fourth song was Atomic Dog by George Clinton.
I knew the song by George Clinton. I should have known that. Shame on me.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
Song. Great song.
Oh, it's a great song.
Put you in a good mood, you know?
Yeah, it does.
I thought it was a
Yeah,
good
it
way
does.
to end the song.
I thought it was
choice.
great.
Yeah.
It was Joe's choice. So I'm assuming Copacabana returns next week.
I thought about throwing it in there, but I was like, you know what? I
it's
think
your
this is a
show.
fun one to end on, too.
Yeah. So, CJ, final score?
Final score was 25-0.
Ooh.
And that's not NIL.
That hurts.
That's not NIL.
No, it is not.
Well, I gave it my best shot. We'll try again on Monday. Home Ad weekdays, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. here on WSSC. But right now, Scoreboard with Joe Berg.
It's time to get into it. We're gonna talk about some sports. We're obviously gonna get into NASCAR today.
Sure.
Have to.
Big weekend.
We'll talk about the Panthers as they end their preseason. And we'll see what else we're going to talk about. Really anything and anything. Phone lines are open, 844-STUDIO-4. That's 844-788-3464. And we'll go ahead and start with a pop quiz for Patrick.
Ooh.
Who is the winningest driver in the NASCAR Cup Series at drafting tracks? So we will include Atlanta. Since the debut of the Next Gen race car.
Oh, wow.
Who is the win leader right now?
On drafting tracks. Since the debut of the Next Gen.
Yes.
William Byron?
It is William Byron.
That was a guess.
There
I
you
did
go.
not know
With
that.
4 wins, he is the winningest drafting track driver right now, followed by Chase Elliott with 3 wins, and then we got a few people with 2. Ricky Stenhouse has 2. In the Next Gen, one is a Daytona 500, I believe.
He was good before the Next Gen. Too.
He was
On draft. He was a good
at those kind of
speedway
tracks.
track
Absolutely,
driver. Yep.
absolutely.
He was good there.
Kyle Busch has 1, so hopefully we can see him back in victory.
He's in
lane.
a slump of his career right now.
He's
not in a good spot.
I don't know how to put this nicely.
Don't put it nicely. Just put it.
He's not helping his career with his team decision making where he's going to drive. I don't know if that has anything to do with maybe he doesn't have any choice right now. But I would have thought that the natural progression for Kyle Busch would have been, okay, you got KBM. When are you going to put a Cup bid in?
Yeah.
And I thought he was going to end up driving for himself one day in the Cup Series. Doesn't seem like that's part of the plan, though.
Well, KBM, he sold off years ago, so it doesn't exist anymore. So, when he first went to RCR, I thought it was pretty darn strong. He won some races, and then we were looking at the other guys, and like we just came off this weekend, Austin Dillon wound up in victory lane. Kyle is like he's struggling to crack the top 20.
Yeah.
And his driving skill is way above that, which tells you how much the car means in the sport.
It really does. And I hope we see him back in victory lane soon. It would really be a shame if he doesn't win.
When he's up front battling, the race is a whole lot more interesting.
It really is.
He's a showman.
He has gone from the most hated driver in NASCAR to somebody that people kind of feel bad for now at this point.
I've seen it with other drivers too. The end of their career, guys hated
Gordon in Martinsville in his last year.
Jeff Gordon's one.
You could hear the crowd over everything.
Another guy before your time was Darrell Waltrip.
Okay.
He was in the late 70s, early 80s, a loudmouth punk newcomer, smart mouth. My dad couldn't stand him. And as the time wore on and he became a human and started, filling the gaps of his career and just, getting to know him better. At the end of his career, he was an incredibly popular guy, and he was good on TV broadcast. But I always liked him. I never disliked him. My dad could not stand Darrell Waltrip.
Look, I grew up with DW as the broadcaster.
Right.
I knew that he was a driver. I didn't know at the time as much as I know now about his time behind the wheel, but I'm a big fan of him. NASCAR, we talk about what caused NASCAR to fall off the cliff that they have. Part of it has to do with the Fox booth becoming what it is now.
Yeah.
The Mike Joy, DW, Larry Mack booth, nothing will ever compare to that.
That was when Fox first jumped into the sport. It was 2001. We were all a little nervous. It was like, oh my God, their first race is going to be the Daytona 500. And they've never broadcast a race before.
And they haven't missed a well, did they? Yeah, they missed one 500.
More
NBC
than that,
did it?
NBC alternated for I think the first 6 years of the TV contract. NBC had 3, Fox had 3.
Okay.
So there's been a few that Fox didn't have. But when Fox debuted, oh my gosh, they actually helped push NASCAR in the early years of the 2000s.
Yeah.
As we talked about, the number 2 popular sport in America. They helped push that.
They dropped the ball.
Their first week leading up to their first Daytona 500, there were previews of the 500 in primetime Fox every day of that week. Like you'd watch The Simpsons and the Daytona 500 is in your face. Married with Children, the Daytona 500 was in your face, and it just led up to the 500.
And we talked about that a little bit with Amazon, with how much advertising that Amazon Prime did this year leading up to their first race.
What a great job they did.
They did great, and then we talked about it earlier this year. TNT did they did nothing. They just kind of sat there, and eventually, now it's time for the races to be on TNT, but they didn't have any commercials.
We knew that Prime was coming. We did not know that I mean, if you knew, you knew, but it's like they didn't do any promotions to let people know about it. Prime
we're gonna talk a little bit more NASCAR on the other side of the commercial break here. So we'll do NASCAR. Then I want to go into the Panthers ending the preseason, and we gotta do a quick season preview. We're just going to go through the games.
We might have some breaking Carolina Panthers news that just came out that we can get to on the other side
Does
of
it
the
have
break.
to do with a certain wide receiver?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Talk
so
about
we might
that.
talk about that a little bit. Good move for the Panthers coming up, possibly. So don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to The Scoreboard, and we will be back right after this.
More of Sports Director Joe Berg's The Scoreboard is coming up on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, some extra clouds around for our Friday and some early rain possible. Then as we go into the afternoon, we're seeing more clearing and some sunshine peeking out. It's a cooler day of weather, though, behind our cold front yesterday. Side temperatures only warm into the low 80s, and we'll pretty much copy and paste heading into our Saturday. Some showers possible in the morning, then some clouds, and then a little bit of sunshine as we go into the afternoon with low 80s. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. The 500 Club in Statesville presents the Thirsty Thursday Tournament on August 21st. The tournament begins at 5:30 p.m. Call 704-872-9990 for more information on their Thursday tournaments, the Victory Lane Sports Bar and Grill, tea times, and memberships for the 500 Club. The Mooresville Entertainment District is back on Saturday night with a packed lineup of musicians and fun. Enjoy downtown beginning at 6 p.m. with Sell Your Soul Records spinning a variety of classic vinyl. Follow that up with live performances at 704 Hemp, On Tap, High Branch Brewing, 158 on Main, 202 North Main, Myrto Maid Distillery, and more. Park once, walk downtown, and enjoy the Mooresville Entertainment District all Saturday night. See the top riders from the Monster Energy AMA Supercross Championship on Saturday, September 6th, as they compete on a custom-built course at ZMAX Dragway. The playoff opener features a two-moto format for the 450cc class and 250cc class, promising plenty of drama and excitement from the moment the gates drop. Click on charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets, a track map, and information on other 2025 events. Mark your calendars. Green Jeans Consignment returns to Concord September 9th to 14th at 601 Milestone Venue. Shop boutique finds, consign your closet, and feel beautiful on a budget. Details at greenjeansale.com. Stay up to date and find out about local events, job opportunities, real estate information, and more. Visit liveworkplaylkn.com and sign up for the weekly newsletter. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Start your day at 228 West Broad Street in downtown Statesville by visiting The Local Collective and their home to 40-plus local makers under one roof for all your gift-giving needs. Mention this ad during the month of July and enjoy a free gift. Visit thelocalcollectivenc.com.
Hello, everyone. This is Joshua Doby, president of North Main Financial Group. At North Main Financial Group, we move to where you need us: investment management, insurance planning, and estate strategies. No two people are the same, so we customize our planning based upon your needs. Reach out to us at northmainfinancial.com. That's northmainfinancial.com.
Joe Berg back up to bat. We're back with more of the Scoreboard presented by the Lake Norman Harbor Hippos on WSIC. Local starts here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Scoreboard, the final edition, not the final segment, but the final edition of the Scoreboard 844 Studio 4. If you, Patrick making faces at the camera, you're not on camera.
Are you sure?
You're not the star of the show,
I'm
Patrick.
not? CJ, put it on me, man.
Put it on, Patrick.
Yeah, how's my hair?
Let's see.
My hair
How's
look
his
good?
hair look? It looks. I think it looks
So-
shiny.
Hey, camera. How you
What
doing?
What kind of shampoo do you use?
Shampoo.
Do you not use shampoo?
I do not use
Okay.
shampoo. I have no shampoo or conditioner budget.
I
Don't need it.
Makes sense.
I shave my head every
little
couple of weeks.
body wash on the top. That'll work.
It will bar soap head to toe. Good to go.
So we were talking a little bit of NASCAR here in the first segment. I want to continue that conversation at least for a few minutes into this segment because we are approaching the final race of the regular season, and what a regular season it has been. William Byron has clinched the regular season championship.
Need a playoff.
What?
Need a playoff for the regular season because it was clinched too early. Got to change the system.
Got to change it. Well, yeah.
That was sarcasm at its finest.
It was. Denny Hamlin, third, 73 points back, and he missed a race. Keep that in mind.
Yep.
Chase Elliott, second. Kyle Larson is fourth, and Ryan Blaney, fifth right now in the overall points. Now, remember, there are bonus points handed out depending on where you finish in the regular season. Without anything happening at Daytona tonight, who would be the number 2 driver in the playoffs? with the most points.
I think number 2 driver in the playoffs after the seeding.
After the seeding.
I think it's Shane Van Gisbergen.
It is Shane Van Gisbergen.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about that.
Yeah.
If he can survive round 1, he doesn't have to do anything crazy. Just keep the car clean and survive.
Top, what do we drop?
Top
3?
20.
No, but like 16, 15, 14 go out, so it's like 13 up. Yeah,
so if you're in the top 12.
Yeah.
But I think I saw something that said if you average a 17th place finish, you're safe in round 1.
You just gotta
it's
survive.
really about the guys who don't survive that first round.
Yeah, survival.
So if he can survive that, I don't care what he does in round 2 for the first 2 races. Don't care. Because we're then going to go to the Charlotte Roval where he has a chance to win and lock himself into the next round.
Yep.
And in that final round before the championship, we go to Talladega.
Yep.
Anybody can win there.
That's right.
There is a chance.
Yep.
Not a big one, but there is a chance that Shane Van Gisbergen is going to take up a championship spot. Not compete for a championship, but actually prevent somebody from going to compete from a championship.
And that's why you run the race. You know, if you got 4 guys, they're all tied for the final race, even if one is Van Gisbergen, the other 3, they still got to navigate.
They got to finish the race.
You know, that's why you run the race. Anything can happen. But it's like there is, you see Shane Van Gisbergen, you see a path to the championship for him, as opposed to say, like, we'll take a Harrison Burton last year. Won a Daytona.
No path.
There was no path for him out
he
of
just
round
won
1.
Daytona. Like, congratulations, you won Daytona, but you're now taking up a playoff spot.
Right. And there was no path out of the first round for the poor guy.
No.
You know, and I like Harrison Burton, I like the Wood brothers.
Absolutely.
But that was just like he wasn't going to go anywhere. Where Van Gisbergen, you mapped that on, like, this could happen.
It very well could happen.
It could happen.
And I kind of hope it does.
Me too.
Because I think if we get something egregious like that, it'll force NASCAR to change. Kind of like how, what year was it? Was it 2018 when Ryan Newman made it to the championship for? No, I don't think it was earlier than that.
Yeah, it was like I think
I was rooting for
14, 15, something like that.
Point is, I was rooting for Newman because he hadn't won, and NASCAR said this playoff system emphasizes winning.
Yeah.
And he had a chance to win the championship without winning. It was 2014, I believe, because that's the year he knocked Gordon out by walling Kyle Larson through turns 3 and 4 at Phoenix. Gordon couldn't go to the championship 4 in the year when he won 4 races throughout the year.
That wasn't Clint Boyer?
That was a different year.
That was a different
before,
walling.
That was a different body. That was still the COT body with no wing.
Spoiler. Okay.
No wing and no splitter. That was the final iteration of the COT before they went to the Gen 5 car.
All right.
So that was when the Gordon Boyer thing happened.
I think Ryan Newman only had 2 top 5s that entire year.
He just didn't wreck.
And
he was consistent. Good for him.
He was in the 4th. He was in the Final 4.
Yeah.
2 top 5s all year, but he was like a car lengths away from a championship.
He was right there. If Kevin Harvick doesn't win that race.
Has a flat tire on the final lap.
Guess what, Ryan Newman? And I almost was rooting for him to win the championship without winning the race so that we would crown a champion that didn't win a race, because I think something egregious like that is what's going to force NASCAR to change their hand.
Which it makes me want to root for SVG to take this thing to the bank.
Somebody do something that's going to force NASCAR's hand. And that's kind of how I think about it.
But nothing against SVG, but I think on the points, he's like 26th.
He is 24th right now. Yeah. But, which is interesting, with his 4 wins, he's only 1 spot ahead of Austin Dillon.
Right. Who has the points in
who just
win.
won at Richmond, and now he's in. And he's only 2 spots behind Josh Berry, who won at Vegas, race 3 of the year?
March or something like that.
Yeah. He's going to take up a playoff spot, too. I don't have a problem with that as much. The Wood Brothers car has looked good at times.
Yeah.
And, props to Austin Dillon this year for doing it fair and square. He should have won it last year. He should have won Richmond last year without an issue, but then we had that late race caution. It led to all of the drama. This year he did it clean, no controversy. And I think it's, good for him to do that and get into the playoffs this year after what happened last year. But I don't have a problem with that. He won the race fair and square.
Yeah, he won it. I don't criticize the drivers or the teams for a bad system.
Right.
I've always criticized the system, and I've said, legitimate championship systems, I make sure I use that verbiage, because, the guys from 2004 on, it's like, it's not their problem that they're racing under a system they didn't design.
Yeah.
I don't disparage any. Tony Stewart, Jimmy Johnson, their titles, whatever.
I got to give props to Tony for his chase championship.
Yeah.
Because he said at the beginning of the chase, we're not going to win it. We're terrible this year.
Yeah, they were.
And then he goes and wins 5 of the 10 chase races.
Yeah.
Which that's why at times I'm okay with a playoff system in racing, because that's awesome. He got hot at the end of the year and he had a chance to win it.
Because there was a reset.
Because there was a reset. And I understand that's fine. But it wasn't the elimination style, which we see, which I don't think is that good. Even if they go back to a chase format, I'm okay with that.
3 races and you're done. I mean,
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So we got some callers actually. So let's go ahead and take those callers, starting with the first one here. Okay. Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up. Hey, caller, thank you for calling Scoreboard. What do you got for me today? Hello.
Good morning, Joe Berg.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, how's it going, buddy?
Oh, it's going good. We're ready for the last show here. It's going, you know.
Moving up to the big time, huh?
Trying my best.
I hear you. Can you give us any details about what's going on, or?
Sure. Yeah. We got a few minutes left here in this segment. So after the commercial, why don't I go into why this is the last episode of the Scoreboard and where I am heading?
Yeah.
Sound
Well,
good?
That's cool. Now, I just wanted to say congratulations and just wish you the best. I've enjoyed chatting with you the last couple of years.
Absolutely.
Especially about our Tar Heel talk.
Oh, yeah.
Going to miss calling in and chatting with you, but I'm going to have to track you down and maybe call you if you have some kind of a show that you're going to be on up there. Or something.
Absolutely. I will definitely make sure that people around here know where I'm at once I obviously get all that information. I'll send it over this way, and maybe they can throw it over the airwaves, and everybody can come take a look. Oh, man, who knows?
Yeah, well, good deal.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate it, and I appreciate all the times you have called. Love chatting with you. Love talking about the Tar Heels with you. And definitely wish we could get another bet in before I leave. But, you know, I repaid my bet, so that's all that matters.
You did. Yeah, you honored the bet. I got to come in and talk some studio chat talk about the ACC and the Tar Heels. So
absolutely. That was a fun time.
I guess now I'm going to have to be the one now to talk to Justin and work out something. I'm going to have to be the new Scoreboard
there you go.
With Mark Ellis and the Tar Heels now.
I love it.
Something out since
I love it. Well, hey, I appreciate you calling today.
All right, buddy. You take care of yourself.
Thank you. Thank you. You too. Thanks. All right. Appreciate that. Mr. Tar Heel, man.
Callers are everything.
They are. We're going to go ahead and grab the next caller. We'll do it real quick here. Caller, thanks for calling into the studio. We got a couple minutes here. What do you got for me?
Hey, Joe, it's Lenny here. I just want to wish you the best.
Hey, Lenny, thank you so much.
I'm going to go through this really fast.
All right, let's hear it.
Just really fast. In baseball, these guys are sliding into the bag, and they got the glove on. They should get one of these gloves that they could extend their fingers even longer.
I know what you're talking about. I'm not a fan of the glove.
Why don't you just get a big glove like with 2 feet extra, so when you slide them. But anyway, sometimes a ground ball to the pitcher, and he just throws the ball at first base. He just tagged the base, but he throws the ball anyway. And I can't stand when these announcers go when a guy hits a home run. It's too much of the plate. Too much of the plate when the pitcher throws. I mean, how much of the plate you think there is? And these guys are saying it. Also, it's 3rd down and 25 to go in defense. Calls a penalty. They call the umpire calls a defensive holding. If it's 3rd and 25 and you give a guy a first down on a holding penalty, they should just change that rule. Now to get to my point, before we say goodbye to you, I want to say you're really a wonderful person, sports knowledgeable, and I've been talking sports for years and years, and I know you're young, and you're definitely going to be one of the best ever to do this, and I mean it very sincerely, so don't give up what you're doing. I want to let you know, in 1970 so-and-so, very early, I went to Vegas, and I was the only one at the time with my wife watching Kenny Rogers sing to me in Vegas. And I know he's in Vegas, but I was in the lounge, and nobody knew who he was. That's how, how lucky you got to be in life. He became so big. And if I could tell you, I saw Billy Joel at A.B. Fisher Hall. I got tickets to see Billy Joel the same day he had a performance. So all I'm trying to make a point to you that everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people, it takes time to become successful in life, and don't stop doing what you're doing because you're really, really exceptional. And I really hope that I'm around to say, hey, I know that guy when you're going to be big time. Okay, Joe, I wish you the best of luck.
Well, thank you very much, Lenny. I do appreciate your call as always. Is he still there? No. Oh, no, he left. That's all right.
See, Weather Center, meteorologist Chase Myers.
Hi, this is Bob McIntosh with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Since 1997, we have been committed to providing our clients with competent, caring, and experienced legal services. Learn more at McIntoshLawFirm.com.
With 5 area locations, Desco is your go-to resource for electrical supplies. Albemarle, Mooresville, Salisbury, Statesville, and Lexington. No matter where the job takes you, you're sure to be close to a Desco. Shop now at DescoInc.com.
Harrison's is the home of Work Western, and wow! For nearly 30 years, our family has been boots on the ground when it comes to work. We have the largest selection of in-stock boots in the Carolinas and the best workwear brands like Harriet, Carhartt, and Wrangler. Find us on Norman Station Boulevard in Mooresville.
Take your life by the reins and let the horses at Willow Equine heal and empower you. Located in Mooresville, our services help with trauma, anxiety, depression, and addiction. Love life again. Visit willowequine.com today.
How can we make your day spotless? Yes, I'm Andrea, owner of Spotless Cleaning. Of course, our technicians do the extras. It surprises people. Yes, baseboards, window frames, and of course, toilets. Not maids, trained technicians. Exactly. In Brazil, my grandparents taught me to live my life without guilt. Yes, more time means better, bigger life. Yes, with Spotless Cleaning, you live it. Plus, have a clean house. SpotlessCleaningNC.com.
Locally owned, community and faith-driven, Varsity Zone HVAC of Mooresville is your hometown team. Licensed experts who live where you live. From comfort to care, we've got you covered around the lake and beyond. Visit VarsityZone.com and stay cool, Lake Norman.
Special buy Randy Marion Chevrolet of Statesville and Randy Marion Chevrolet of Mooresville 2024 brand new Chevrolet Malibus. These are the LTs starting at $19,988. That's right, $19,988 brand new. Not a pre-owned car. Malibus starting at $19,988. That's right, Statesville Chevy, Mooresville Chevy. Come see us today. Pick the color, drive it home. You got it. King of price, king of deals. Randy Marion Chevrolet of Statesville, Randy Marion Mooresville.
Make your work easier with Eagle Rentals of Troutman and Statesville. Eagle Rentals has generators, heaters, fans, painting equipment, floor care equipment, pressure washers, lighting equipment, and lawn care equipment. Plus, Eagle Rentals has construction equipment like forklifts, bobcat loaders, backhoes, excavators, and more. Reserve online at EagleRentals.com. That's EagleRentals.com.
Color I see.
Sweetheart, would you turn it down? The neighbors can hear us. Sweetheart, the neighbors can hear this.
Ladies, if your husband's favorite TV setting is way too loud, it might be time for a hearing test. If this sounds familiar, it's time to call Beltone in Mooresville and Cornelius. Call 877-HEAR-123 today. That's 877-HEAR-123. Turn down the TV and turn up the conversation. Call 877-HEAR-123 now.
It ain't easy being number one, but we make it look good.
WSIC.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Just a hint from the Fed chief today that policymakers may consider cutting interest rates next month is enough to send Wall Street into a tizzy. Right now, the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P 500 are gaining almost 2% each. The Dow and S&P are right now trading in record territory. Lost in logistics, several mail delivery services around the world, including in Germany, Korea, and Singapore, are suspending service to the U.S. until they get more clarity about a rule change. 1 week from today, low-priced packages are set to lose their exemption from tariffs. After becoming the lifeline for business and personal connections during the pandemic, Zoom struggled to find its next act as millions went back to work, school, and their everyday lives. But it's been working the past few years to diversify into a platform of business tools, including an AI assistant, which now has millions of monthly active users. Zoom is boosting its revenue forecast, and its stock is zooming up 9%. Andrew O'Day, Bloomberg Radio.
Number one for talk in Lake Norman, Statesville.
105.9 WSIC.
Joe Berg back up to bat. We're back with more of The Scoreboard, presented by the Lake Norman Harbor Hippos on WSIC. Local starts here.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Halfway through the final edition of The Scoreboard. 844 Studio 4 is the phone number if you'd like to call in, have something to say, question, comment, concern, want to tell me that the show was awful over the past year or so. You can do that. I don't care. I'm a man. I'll take it like a man. You know, it's fine. Everybody's got their opinion, but, you know, they all stink, you know, so.
And there's right opinions and then Joe Berg.
Exactly. So we spent the first two segments talking about NASCAR. We have two spots open for the playoffs going into the final round at Daytona. Currently, those spots are held by Tyler Reddick and Alex Bowman. We still haven't had 16 different winners in a regular season. If we get a new winner, though, we'll be at 15, which I think would tie the record for.
I think so.
I don't think
we've
15,
had more than 16.
I think 15 at the end of the regular season is the record. I should have looked that up beforehand, but you know.
So if 15 winners get in, it'd be either Reddick or Bowman. Whoever's higher in points gets that spot at the end of the race.
Bowman's about 28 points behind Reddick going into this race. Okay. Nobody else can catch those two in points. Somebody has to win to knock one of those two out.
So Tyler Reddick to me is in survival finish mode, and Alex Bowman's got to be on kill to win the damn race.
He needs to be up front getting stage points.
He's got to win.
And I made this point earlier in the year, and now we're kind of getting to the place where it could actually happen. I know I want to move on from NASCAR, but I keep thinking of things. Tyler Reddick drives for 23XI.
Yep.
And NASCAR has now said 23XI is not a chartered team.
Yep.
If somehow Tyler Reddick does not make the playoffs, why would they even put his car out there? They're going to lose money every time they put his car out there during the playoffs.
It could be, don't know what kind of a contract they have with their sponsors.
Okay.
They may be contractually obligated to put a car on the track right
That's
through
about the only thing I can
playoffs.
think. That's the only thing I can think, because if you're not in the playoffs and you're an open car, you're going to be bleeding money. Why even bother?
I'm sure that has been discussed behind closed doors at 23XI for months.
I wonder
now.
if they're thinking about doing that as a power play move to say,
yeah,
look, Judge, we were knocked out of the playoffs. Look at how financially disadvantaged we were because of that being an open team. That's why we didn't put a car out on the track. It could sway the decision a little bit. You know, I'm not saying that's what's going to be the deciding factor, but that, you know, could have a role in this decision that we're going to get in December.
Mm-hmm. Without outside sponsorship, you lose money in motorsport. I mean, you just do. It's a money spending, money losing. It's not a business that generates money. It's a business you spend money.
Yeah.
Now it's an advertising platform for sponsors, but without them, the prize money does not cover the expense.
Yeah. So final race at Daytona. I got a new winner. I have to say we're going to have a new winner. I think I heard that 5 of the last 7 Daytona races was their first win of the season.
Yeah.
Something like that. So we have to assume there's going to be a new winner.
Yeah, some random person. I could see, like a Ty Dillon if he's got an entry. I don't even know if he's got an entry.
Yeah,
but
he could.
He was up front at Daytona in February.
Yep.
It's like, that Camarasa is like a guy, and nothing, I'm not throwing shade at Ty. He's a good driver, but he's not the favorite every week that you would predict, he's got a shot for the win. Plate race, yeah.
Look, Cody Ware could go win this
Cody
race
Ware could win
and
this,
make
yes.
the playoffs.
And that's not even
dead last in the standings out of everybody that's raced the full season. He could make the playoffs if he wins. And he very well could win Daytona. That's the thing.
That Monday morning or Sunday, actually Saturday night or Sunday, you tell me Cody Ware won Daytona, I'm not shocked.
No.
You're
like, okay, they must have been a lot of wrecks.
Yeah, or, just the draft, he was in the right line and you pop out in front. But like Cody Ware versus like a Denny Hamlin or Ryan Blaney, it's like, it's all the same. It's all the same as far as who can win Saturday night.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on from the NASCAR talk. Let's move on to the Panthers. They lose their final preseason game to the Steelers. They go 0-3 in the preseason. I don't care.
No.
I'm not losing sleep over this. I'm not even considering this as a failure because it's preseason.
Preseason. That's where you learn.
Who cares? So let's go into the regular season here. Let's quickly get our Panther preview. And I do this every year. I figured before I get out the door here, I got to give my thoughts on the Panthers season. So let's go game by game. You ready, CJ? I want you to keep track of this because I haven't written it down yet. So we're going to go game by game.
Let me pull up the schedule here.
I got it right here for you.
Perfect.
Week 1, we're on the road against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I got that penciled in as a loss.
Can we bet on if David Tepper is going to throw a drink?
No.
Okay.
No, we're just going win-loss here. Keep track of this for me, CJ. I got a loss for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Right, so week 1, you're
Week 1, I got them as a loss.
Yep.
Week 2, we're also on the road going to Arizona. I got that as the first win of the season.
I could see that as well.
Then we come home to play the Falcons. 2-1. Panthers are going to have a winning record for the first time in forever.
Okay.
Then we play the Patriots on the road. Now, this is where it's kind of part of this schedule gets to a coin flip because there are teams that are so evenly matched, in my opinion, and it's really at the first part of the schedule.
You know,
Patriots, they're good.
Mike Vrabel this year.
Mike Vrabel's out there. I got them losing this one.
Yeah, I think
I got them losing this one.
Yep.
Then they come back home to play the Dolphins. I'll tell you what, that's going to be a surprise win for them.
Okay.
They're going to shock some people winning that game.
They're going to beat Tua is what you're saying.
And then they're going to double down and beat the Cowboys in the next week.
All right.
Yes.
Like where you going?
And then they're going to get a third win in a row as they go on the road to play the Jets.
That's easy. Well,
and then the hope is going to be there. But you can't build a season on hope because then we got to play Buffalo and Green Bay.
Hope is not a strategy.
I would say,
and I got both of those games as losses
Buffalo
for the Panthers.
is definitely a loss.
And the Packers, we got lost there as well.
Okay.
Week 10, the New Orleans Saints, possibly the worst team in the league this year.
That's an easy.
That's going to be a win because it's at home.
Okay.
It is a division game, and division games are toss-ups. I don't care how good or bad a team is, unless you're the Patriots of the 2000s. Division games are usually toss-ups.
Yep.
So I got to win on that one. Then we go to Atlanta for week 11. I really think that Atlanta's going to turn it around. I said that they would do it last year at the end of the season. They did that, and I think they're going to start rocky again this year and come through.
Yep.
So I got the Falcons winning that game. Another loss for the Panthers. Next road game against the 49ers. That's going to be a tough one. Got a loss there as well. And then a loss against the Rams as we go to the bye week.
I feel like they could beat the Rams.
I feel like they could too, but I think it all depends on what's going on with their quarterback over there, Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Is he going to be healthy? Is he going to be even playing this year? If Stafford's not playing, yeah, I could see him beating the Rams.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming that Stafford's going to be playing.
Right.
Then after the bye week, we got 4 games remaining. It's a late bye week for the Panthers this year.
So we're on
3 of them are division games.
We're on week 15.
We're on week 15 against the Saints. I got that as a win.
Okay.
Week 16 at home against Tampa Bay. That's a win.
Okay.
Week 17 at home against the Seahawks. I got a loss there. And I got them losing on the road at Tampa Bay to end the season.
All right.
CJ, what's our record here?
Oh, boy. Put me on the spot here.
I am putting you on the spot. I'll talk while you count.
Yeah, go ahead.
What do you think, Patrick? You agree? Disagree?
There's probably a few that I disagree with, but overall,
Some of them are toss-ups.
All right,
yeah, because
you
week
got
by
eight-
week, I don't know. I have them at 8 and 9.
What do we got them at?
You got 8 wins.
9 losses.
You and I have the same.
8 wins, 9 losses.
8 and
I
9.
said they were going to be right around 8 and 9 this year.
Yeah, you got 8
And
9.
without even trying to hit 8 and 9, because I knew that's kind of where they were going to be, just looking at the schedule
That's what
and
you
saying
picked,
win, loss, we got to 8 and 9.
Yeah.
So that really gives you a feel for how the Panthers are going to be this year.
Which puts
improvements.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
That's what I was asking for. Improvements, and it's the NFC South.
And
you can win that division
at 8 and 9. They could very well win the division.
It's
I
the
think their
weakest
biggest competition
division.
is going to be Tampa. If they can win those 2 of the last 3 games, those last 2 division games against the Bucks, which are week 16 and 18, we'll really know what the playoff picture is by then. Who knows? They're going to have the tiebreaker if they sweep. You know, all you have to do is put the same record in as the Buccaneers at that point if you sweep them.
CJ, you had him at what, 10 and 7?
Yeah.
Okay. And
2 more wins. I can see it happening.
Bill had him at 17 and 0.
They're gonna not go 17. I
I'm gonna
got
break
them
Bill's
losing the
heart.
first game of the year, so hopefully Bill.
I'm gonna break his heart.
All right, so we went over the Panthers. When we come back for the final segment, we're gonna do quickly year-end awards, and then we'll wrap up the show for the last time.
Oh,
I know it's coming down.
I miss
to
you
it.
already.
I know. Final segment for the final time of the scoreboard is coming up right after this. We'll talk a little NFL, and then I don't have anything planned off after.
We
that.
can send you off
We'll
properly.
figure it out.
We'll send you off properly.
Stay tuned. We're back after this.
Time for the 7th inning stretch. We'll be back with more The Scoreboard, presented by the Lake Norman Harbor Hippos on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, some extra clouds around for our Friday and some early rain possible. Then as we go into the afternoon, we're seeing more clearing and some sunshine peeking out. It's a cooler day of weather, though, behind our cold front yesterday. High temperatures only warm into the low 80s, and we'll pretty much copy and paste heading into our Saturday. Some showers possible in the morning, then some clouds, and then a little bit of sunshine as we go into the afternoon with low 80s. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. Meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. The 500 Club in Statesville presents the Thirsty Thursday Tournament on August 21st. The tournament begins at 5:30 p.m. Call 704-872-9990 for more information on their Thursday tournaments, the Victory Lane Sports Bar and Grill, tea times, and memberships for the 500 Club. The Mooresville Entertainment District is back on Saturday night with a packed lineup of musicians and fun. Enjoy downtown beginning at 6 p.m. with Sell Your Soul Records spinning a variety of classic vinyl. Follow that up with live performances at 704 Hemp, On Tap, High Branch Brewing, 158 on Main, 202 North Main, Myrto Maid Distillery, and more. Park once, walk downtown, and enjoy the Mooresville Entertainment District all Saturday night. See the top riders from the Monster Energy AMA Supercross Championship on Saturday, September 6th, as they compete on a custom-built course at ZMAX Dragway. The playoff opener features a two-moto format for the 450cc class and 250cc class, promising plenty of drama and excitement from the moment the gates drop. Click on charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets, a track map, and information on other 2025 events. Mark your calendars. Green Jeans Consignment returns to Concord September 9th to 14th at 601 Milestone Venue. Shop boutique finds, consign your closet, and feel beautiful on a budget. Details at greenjeansale.com. Stay up to date and find out about local events, job opportunities, real estate information, and more. Visit liveworkplaylkn.com and sign up for the weekly newsletter. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
LKN Love Delivered. Show off your love for Lake Norman with unique lake apparel, home decor, and other gifts from LKN Local. Made by locals, for locals. They even hand-deliver their quality products to select zip codes. Shop lkn-local.com today.
Glow IV Spa. Wellness delivered. Recharge fast with Glow IV Spa. Lake Norman's mobile vitamin therapy. Boost your energy, immunity, and glow with IV drips delivered to your door. Book now at glowivspa.com.
Got a sick kid? Your holistic house call pediatrician is just a call or text away. No waiting rooms, no stress. Real care, real connections, 24/7. Back to the way healthcare should be. Call or text Dr. Trey at PEDSMD at 980-983-0643.
Joe Berg back up to bat. We're back with more of The Scoreboard, presented by the Lake Norman Harbor Hippos on WSIC. Local starts here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, final segment of the final edition of The Scoreboard. Before we get into anything, I hear that we have a caller. All right, let's go ahead and bring him on the air. Good morning, caller. Welcome to The Scoreboard. What do you have for me today?
Hey, it's Dad.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Calling to see how you're doing on your last show.
I'm doing good. I think I'm getting through it pretty good.
How's it feel?
A lot of mixed emotions.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not going to keep you. I just wanted to call to wish you the best of luck in the future. I know you're going to make a hit, and tell you how proud Mom and Dad are of you.
Thank you, Dad.
Enjoy the rest of your show, pal.
Thanks. Love you.
I love you too, buddy.
I put a lump in my throat, man. That was
nice.
awesome.
I might get emotional now.
Yeah,
That's why I couldn't say anything.
yeah. I'll give the audience a little peek behind the curtain here. During the commercial break, CJ, Joe, and I were talking, and CJ informed us, hey, we got a call. You got to take this call on air, Joe. And Joe naturally says, yeah, who is it? What's going on? And CJ says, I can't tell you.
Yeah.
That was nice.
I didn't know who it was going to be.
Yeah,
that was nice.
I remember during Home Ad a while back, Alex called in for your birthday.
Yes, I remember
and that. Was a surprise.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it was your birthday, and that was your sister. She called in, and it was sweet to talk to her on air. And, I could feel the family love. I've talked to your mom on air.
I was going to say, your mom won
a
couple months ago.
I think last year.
It was when I was here. Yeah,
it was probably the because my
February.
I think
or
I
March.
have this right. My dad's birthday is the same day as their anniversary, so it was probably an anniversary.
Smart.
That they won.
Yeah, it
Smart.
was.
Yeah,
it was
easy to remember, right?
Yeah,
easy to remember.
Well, I remember the name Berg, but I was like, I wonder. But it's not that uncommon of a name either.
Yeah.
It could be, another family. But yeah, I do remember the Berg winning.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks, Dad. I appreciate it.
That was sweet.
That
Thanks,
was
man.
nice. All right, so we got the Panthers at 8 and 9. I want to go through the divisions, give you my division champions for, let's just do end of year awards. MVP, Coach of the Year, Players of the Year. MVP this year.
BY9.
Huh?
BY9, Bryce Young, number 9.
No.
Just kidding.
Sorry. I think it's going to be a Mahomes year. It's been a few years since he's really shown out and said, he won it last year, but he didn't deserve it last year. Right. The voters always do this weird thing where they give the person who they think it's their turn instead of just giving the award. It should have been Lamar Jackson last year. But then the year before, when they gave it to Lamar, it should have been Josh Allen.
Right.
So they just kind of flip-flopped him. I just think that Mahomes is going to come back and have a really strong regular season this year, win the award.
I hope not.
I hope not either. But I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl this year.
I think they will. He's got that Patriots Tom Brady vibe that I get from him. When Brady
he's
going
to go to the AFC Championship.
Yeah, when Brady and the Patriots lost, is like the following year, you had to watch out because now they were mad and vengeful.
And not only did they lose, they got embarrassed.
The Chiefs, the Chiefs got me that vibe going.
They did get embarrassed. Coach of the Year. I'm going with Ben Johnson.
I'm going to go.
I'm going with Ben Johnson.
Choice.
I think the Bears are going to be good this year.
Didn't they beat the Bills the other night like 38-0?
38-0. It's preseason.
Even though it's preseason, but still.
That is embarrassing for Buffalo.
And
that is really embarrassing for Buffalo.
And that was still didn't Caleb Williams?
He played 2 drives.
Yeah,
2 drives.
But still, like Ben Johnson's offense that he
the first drive of that
Detroit,
game, the Bills kicked off to the Bears. Bears muffed around with the ball in the end zone, and they only brought it out to the 4-yard line.
Yeah.
And Caleb Williams went 96 yards in like 7 plays.
Yeah.
On the first drive of the game.
That's what, that dude's offensive mindset is crazy.
Now you got to take into account, obviously, the Bills' backups were playing. They didn't play their starters.
Right.
But it's still embarrassing for an organization like that to get blanked and blown out in the preseason.
Mitch.
No, it was Mike White.
Oh, really?
It was a Mike White game.
Oh, it was. I thought they used Mitch.
Mike White.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, New York Jet legend, Mike White.
There you go.
Those words are not uttered in the same sentence often.
No, they are not.
Last legend was Joe Namath.
Yes. All right, Rookies of the Year. I got the same player for Offensive and Defensive Rookie of the Year.
It's Shedeur Sanders.
Shedeur Sanders is not playing defense. He's also not even the starter.
That's true.
It's going to be Travis Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
Travis Hunter is going to win the offensive and defensive Rookie of the Year.
I get them confused all the time.
I'm telling you it's going to happen.
I could totally see it.
That's my predictions.
Yeah.
That's it.
Ain't going to be shit.
He's not even the starter.
Okay, but hear me out. You think Flacco will sit by week 5?
I think he'll get hurt by week 5.
Yeah.
But I don't even know if Shedeur's going to be the backup. It might be Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah.
Who looked really good. He just doesn't get the media attention because his last name isn't Sanders.
Yeah.
You know who's not getting the media attention that I think was kind of deserved until they fumbled at least was Frank Gore Jr.
Oh, yeah.
He looked good
He did
until
look
he
good.
fumbled, but he looked good. That's like the number one thing. If you're a running back in the NFL and you fumble,
you're done.
You're going to get some looks. People are like, what are you doing? How do you, your one job is to hold on to the ball.
The ball drop will weigh more than if you had a 100-yard game.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
drop will outweigh the 100-yard
Absolutely.
games for a running back.
Absolutely. You gotta secure the football. Well, we got about 4 minutes left here on the final edition of the Scoreboard. I don't know.
Anything you want to say, like to the audience?
Thank you. Thank you to everyone. Thanks to everyone. I started. Oh, I forgot to say where I'm going. Okay, real quick.
Yeah.
Last 4 minutes here.
There you go.
So I started in December of 2020, back when Mark was the owner of the station, as a once a week, 30-minute show. And then the show ended for a little bit, it came back, and then during the transition when Justin was buying it, he reached out to me and said, hey, I need an employee. And I kind of started doing just sports, and then it transitioned into, okay, we also need somebody to operate the board, and we need somebody to edit. And then all of a sudden it was, okay, you're full-time, here's all your responsibilities. Did that since, 22, 23, somewhere around there.
Yep.
I think 2023 is when it started. Somewhere around there.
I can't remember your years, but I was watching from afar from a little bit of that before we were connected here.
So big thank you to Justin, to Bill, to everybody at WSIC who gave me the opportunity. Thanks to CJ, the producer over here, for running the board for me. Just very, very grateful to everybody who's listened over the past few years, called, talked to me, good, bad. I don't care. I just love talking to you guys and being able to entertain as much as I can for an hour. So a big thank you to everybody. As far as my next step goes, so I'm moving to Rochester, New York, as I have made the announcement, to a company called We the Hobby. What they are is a sports memorabilia company that really specializes in trading cards. And what they do is they have their show hosts do live streams where they talk with the viewers, talk about sports, and people watching buy the trading cards. And while you're doing your show, you're just sitting there talking to the people watching and opening trading cards and just talking about sports and having a good time. Seems like a fun opportunity. It seems like a good next step for my career path. So that's what I will be doing for the foreseeable future. Now, I'm going to make sure that I find a way to let everybody here know how they can watch if they'd like to. So if you guys out there want to keep up with me and
Bag of mail.
Bag of mail.
You could send it to Bag of Mail.
See, that's the thing though. I'm not selling them person to person. It's not that. It's a show where you got to be in there watching and bid when you're supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, just let everybody know the details and everything.
Absolutely. We'll make sure that I get all that information to you. But that is what I'm going to be doing. My title is going to be on-air talent. That is going to be my only responsibility there.
Nice.
Which I find pretty nice, get to finally do what I want to do, which was talk about sports and get paid for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing that now, but
good for you.
I'm excited. I'm excited. It's going to be interesting. So never lived that far north.
Well, Dad just got off the phone. He's staying here, right?
He is staying here. Yeah.
So
I don't think I can convince them to go that cold.
I heard a lump in his voice too. You know?
Me too.
So yeah.
Thanks, Dad. I appreciate it.
It's more than just a show. It's you as a person.
Absolutely. So that's where I'm going to be for the foreseeable. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with the scoreboard. Maybe Patrick or CJ is going to take over.
Well, we're kicking around ideas. I don't know.
You could do it. If it's as far as I'm concerned, you guys can get it done. And then if you're still on air, I'll call in every now and then during the actual scoreboard. Be like, you taking care of my show?
Hey, Joe, first time, long time.
Yeah, exactly. First time, long time. I would be a first time at that point because I don't think I've ever, probably a couple of times I've actually called into the studio. But yeah, that's it. Scoreboard's coming to an end.
Yeah.
I just want to take a minute to say thank you to Joe.
Thank you.
I started here back in January, and I really started working with Joe in February, and I've learned so much from him to, especially just to be taking over, I guess, what you've done for so long, and to see all the show hosts who've worked with you for so long be so sad to see you go, just to know that we've learned from a legend. So I just want to say thank you.
Thank you, CJ. I appreciate it.
I want to say thank you, bud. It's been an honor.
Thank you. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you to everyone who's been listening. For the last time, this has been the Scoreboard. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I'll talk to you in the future, hopefully. Have a good one, everyone.
I've seen the toughest around, and I know, baby, just how you feel. You got to roll better than ever before.